Mira, Gino, and the daughter laugh, eating pizza together happily. From a dark hallway, Rumi watches their perfect family through a door crack. Rumi's stomach growls loudly, hunger twists her face with quiet pain. Rumi returns to her ruined room, realizing she cannot endure anymore. With shaking hands, Rumi stuffs her belongings into an old backpack. She carefully places her mother's photo and a worn teddy bear inside. Rumi writes "Forgive me" on a note, leaving silently through window or door. Night city streets glow cold as Rumi walks, strangers bumping past her. City lights reflect in Rumi's tears. Her face looks completely lost. Back home, laughter continues as the daughter overeats sweets carelessly. Rumi sits against a freezing wall, hugging her knees for warmth. She presses the teddy bear to her cheek, imagining her mother's comfort. Rumi sleeps on cardboard outside as passers-by avoid her with disgust. Morning arrives, Mira enters Rumi's room to yell, finding only emptiness. Mira discovers the note, her expression shifts with sudden uneasy concern. Mira shows Gino the note, he frowns while the daughter pretends indifference. Guilt stabs Mira as she dresses quickly and leaves for the store. Rumi wanders the city and suddenly spots familiar silhouettes. Rumi hides behind a pole, fearing more anger and punishment. Mira crosses the street on her phone, unaware of surroundings. A car speeds around the corner, tires scream against the asphalt. Rumi sees the car and realizes Mira doesn't notice danger. Fear on Rumi's face hardens into resolve. She drops her backpack. Rumi sprints forward, running faster than fear itself. White light floods the screen as a dull impact echoes. Blackness follows briefly, ears ringing in stunned silence. Mira lies on the asphalt, conscious but unable to move. Rumi reaches her first, collapsing to her knees beside Mira. Mira opens her eyes, seeing Rumi's terrified, tear-soaked face. Rumi screams for help, placing her jacket beneath Mira's head. With shaking hands, Rumi dials emergency services from a payphone. Sirens wail as doctors load Mira onto a stretcher. Carefully, Rumi holds Mira's hand tightly until they are separated. Gino and the daughter rush hospital corridors, panic etched on faces. They see Rumi sitting outside surgery covered. A framed photograph of a beautiful mother stands beside a softly burning candle. Rumi stands alone in an empty home, flutter cold, distant light. Rumi gently touches the glass. As if caressing her mother's cheek, she pulls a small, slightly crumpled flower from her pocket. Rumi carefully places the flower beside the candle, eyes full of sorrow. Rumi suddenly flinches, sensing something, then slowly turns around. The front door bursts open as Gino enters, carrying Mira inside. Warm light surrounds them as Mira laughs, hugging Gino's neck proudly. Rumi looks them, steps forward smiling, expecting warmth or greeting. Gino walks past Rumi, absorbed in Mira's excited story starting. Rumi's smile slowly fades, her eyes filling with quiet tears. Happy memory, mother and Gino kneel while little Rumi dances joyfully. Gino lifts Rumi, kisses her lovingly, pure happiness filling the moment. Rumi now stands alone, center room as Gino and Mira fade away. Overwhelmed, Rumi runs outside into the courtyard, emotions breaking free. Gino sets Mira down gently, carefully fixing her hair with care. Rumi watches from afar, hidden behind a bush stone column. Gino leads Mira toward the garden. Rumi follows behind, head lowered. Rumi stops beside rose bushes, a single tear sliding down. Mira and Rumi remain alone together inside the quiet room. A very expensive, beautiful vase stands prominently on the small table. Mira starts spinning playfully near the vase, careless and excited. Rumi waves frantically, shouting for caution, fear clearly on her face. Mira accidentally strikes the vase with her elbow. The vase falls as Rumi reaches desperately, trying to catch it. The vase shatters loudly into countless fragments across the floor. Silence falls. As a worried Gino rushes inside, Mira instantly pretends innocence, sharply pointing her finger at Rumi. Rumi's eyes widen in shock, shaking her head in denial. Gino studies the shards, then looks sternly at Rumi. Gino frowns angrily, scolding Rumi with harsh gestures and raised voice. Rumi's lips tremble as she realizes nobody believes what are true. Rumi turns away and runs out, crying uncontrollably. Gino remains standing, breathing heavily. Mira hiding behind him, smiling slyly. Rumi bursts through the front door into the evening city. City lights glow, cars rush past. Rumi looks painfully small. She runs along the sidewalk, wiping tears with her sleeve. Rumi stops, staring into a brightly illuminated shop window. Behind the glass stands a face identical, yet even more beautiful. Hope lights Rumi's face as she presses her palms to glass. She checks her pockets anxiously, finding them completely empty. Rumi removes her guitar from its case behind her back. She places her hat on the pavement in front carefully. Her fingers hesitate on strings, then play the first note. People walk past, ignoring her. Rumi continues playing with determination. Time passes, a small crowd slowly begins gathering around her. The first bill drops into the hat. Rumi smiles softly. A tight crowd forms, phones recording, applause growing louder. The hat overflows with money collected from generous strangers. Rumi grabs the hat, bows gratefully, and runs toward the shop. She pours crumpled bills onto the counter before astonished shopkeeper. The shopkeeper smiles warmly and hands Rumi a box